Alrighty guys, welcome back. It's another time to play ARK, Survival Ascended. As a heads up, I am in a new location. I am currently at the parents' house, making it a little bit easier for them. But as you do notice that last time we were playing single player, I was actually on a Strayos. The downside of being on a completely different workspace is I no longer have my saves. But while those saves are still at my house, we're not gonna go ahead and overwrite or touch them. We're just gonna go ahead and jump into Scorched Earth. So here we go. I'm just seeing if I can go ahead and pull up my chat with my phone. Okay, and other than that, we are good to go. I did do a little bit of single player last night to kind of test it out, make sure that everything was running. It's not much. I just have a thatch house. Went ahead and claimed a few of the babies that I was able to find. Oh, it's downloading. But as you see, I don't really have anything. I do know that as we start off, we kind of need a little bit more protection. So what we're going to go ahead and do right now is, interesting enough, we have these plant species Y on Scorched Earth, and they are quite literally living turrets. So if you're able to plant them around your base and, you know, able to hydrate them and keep them fertilized, they're a good option to have. Now the only problem with that is I don't actually have a good source of fertilizer yet. So we've just been kind of using poop. We have poop. It's not much, but we have poop. So this is our first flower that we do have. It is considered as fruiting. So it does have these plant species Y trap, which is the same as having a bola. I do have bolas as well, but now that we have that plant growing, I think it's safe to say that we... Ooh, look at that. Poop. It's safe to say that we can go ahead and start being a little bit more aggressive with the wildlife in our area. Now I do have this set to max difficulty. I do know that there are some creatures that are popping up. Oh. Stay. Okay, so I do know that there are some creatures that are popping up at not the 5, 10 even digits that I'm used to. But I doubled and triple checked on everything that I currently know. We are on max difficulty. Now for... Ooh, oil bug. For our modifications, we still have the visual storage. I think it's one of my favorite mods. Hence why I went ahead and talked about it. But moreover, let's just go to the mod settings. We have the additional rustic buildings. I think it's a fair bit of additional things that you can put down, and it does look gorgeous. I'm trying out this Haluga's fences and gates. It is a arcade mod, but hopefully it gives a little bit more realistic availability of fences and gates, where it's not that complete wall and it just keeps things inside of a certain area. Like having a dino leash, but it be a wall and not a single point. Other than that, we do have Fear Ascended, which is just the addition of Halloween. That is, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to continue to use that until Halloween's over, and then we're gonna swap over to the Turkey Fest right when it turns November. Right now, I am just attempting to log in on this phone app, see if I can get any chat at all. Oh, enter the authenticator. That's right, they did do an authenticator. I do have one of the little puppies. She's not really, but she's actually really old. But she is a Chihuahua, and she is just prancing around my feet area. If you ever see a small thing wandering about, that's exactly what it is. My dog will so often come in and lay down on the bed behind me, and then of course the rest of the larger animals are off in the living room. Paste. Okay. Stream manager. Skip. Alrighty. And there we go. I do have chat available and live. Hello, non-biz. It's good to see you. That took a lot longer than I wanted it to, but we are ready and good to go. Ooh, is this one ready to harvest yet? I don't think so. Okay. And other than that, I do know there's some raptors in the vicinity. I've been kind of hiding and running from them. Isn't there a drop over there? Did I get the drop? I have poop. I need to put the poop in. Okay. And so I have another one of those plants growing. I don't quite yet want to make them aggressive towards non-hostile creatures. Quite yet. But the moment that I have maybe 2 or 3, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting them alive. I am. Let me go ahead and look what we can do ourselves. Now I did want a gate. Wood and stone. How much more wood do I have? Ooh. Okay, looks like we need to go do a wood run. Not too bad. Should be easy enough, but you know how ARK is. Out of nowhere, it'll just turn on you. And we do have some clay available. I think. How bad is it to make the adobe? Alright, so it's stone strength, but taking out the stone instead. Looks promising. I wonder if there is a rustic addition to that? Because I know that they have... See, there's the wood. And then they have fur. And they have rock. It does not look like this one has any adobe building on it. So, we are going to head out. Work on gathering our wood. And first things first, I'm going to make sure that I have enough train darts. I do. So like I said, I do know in this area there are quite a few raptors that are hunting the area. I not only ran into them, but I have been harvesting, you know, creatures that they have brought down, haven't fully finished off, and I've just been coming up behind them and scavenging. That doesn't last forever, as less and less herbivores are here, you know, the non-hostile passives, and they're gonna come find me at some point. And yeah, I'd rather take care of them now, while I still have the ability to. Now, I do know it's quite dangerous building by a watering hole, because larger creatures tend to spawn at these watering holes. Later on the game, I'm probably going to have to deal with Rexes, Allosaurs, Carnos. Look at that, there's already a bird. Okay. Looks like our first tame is probably going to be this terror bird. So let me just go ahead and poke it so it sees me. There we go. And oh, there is a second one. Chicken with a bird that doesn't let me win. That's okay. Let us go back. Try again. Oh, you know, I should have went ahead and tried the sprout that I do have. I'm pretty sure it works. Like, just a straight up trap. Okay. Well, I do know that my last death was, you know, really close. So I am gonna see about putting a few of these down. We are good to go. Another one coming in, and we are good to go. So we just need to grab our stuff so I can get the bow back. And hopefully knock this guy out before he gets out of his bag. Alright, there is one. There is two. Now these are carnivores, so now that I have them, I can choose which one that I actually want, instead of freaking out and rushing. So it is an expenditure on resources, but I'd rather take that expenditure than continually die. So now that we have meat from one, we can go ahead and put that same meat on the secondary one. Whew. And here we go. We are going to be staying away from those elephants. I do know that they're highly aggressive. They are called the Dinotherium. And we're just going to hope that they stay over there. There is another thing that I don't quite know what it is that is on this map. And other than understanding that it is a gator because of the term sucus, I don't exactly know what I'm looking for on that, what it is, or how to tame it. But I believe it's the Fosliosuchus? It was described to me as a sand trap, sand swimming gator. I'm hoping that that's going to be in the domain of the sandworms and is going to be, you know, further out instead of close to home. Sometimes I do have these grand ideas of simpler times. And hoping is just not something we should do, and we should just be prepared for it. Do I have silk? I do have silk. Oh, I gotta repair it as Snoopy. I did not repair that. Okay. Okay. That in. Take that out. Alrighty. 28. They are spawning a little bit weird, I will say that. Like I said, I'm completely used to the system of 510, you know, so forth until 150. Maybe it just builds up to it, so people who are playing have sort of a chance to get up there. I think with that baby, I am going to go ahead and take it out. Well, no. No, I'm going to go ahead and keep it alive because I'm pretty sure that I can just tame this with what I have. It's kind of waking up a little faster than I would like it to. So I will very much need... Oh. There's this disturbance. These small drakes, little drakelings, are very much a nuisance. They have been causing a riot for a lot of the creatures in the area because they are aggressive for anything that stays too long in one spot. Worse, they do have a little baby there, so the adults will continue to fight at it until they are dead or the drake is dead. I think I can make this in my inventory. Fiber, wood. Was it just thatch or was it hide? It was hide. Oh, do we have that? I think we do. This is important mainly because I'm able to gather with the creature. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I hear it. Oh no. The raptors have come. I am going to have to take care of them in the best way that I know how, and that's just gonna kill them outright. because they are way too aggressive to keep in the area. And they have already attacked everything in the area, where even if I do knock them out, whoop, even if I do knock them out, they're still going to pose as a problem, because everything is going to kill it once it's down. We are going to let my tames deal with the chaos for a little bit longer. Oof. Okay. One of the babies will, one of the tiny puppies will pop in. Just making sure that they're doing okay. Alright, and... oh, no, I needed that. I need to put that in. To hide in. Okay. Go ahead and put zero on this. I don't need melee damage. Bad news. The terror bird is either awake or killed. And knowing my luck, it is most likely that one here if this one is able to tame. Can I get you at all? No. Oh, I do need this. I have a small break to grab this. And we'll just go right back at it. Does make it a little bit more difficult to play the game and get data on the game itself, but I do not have to. I think I'm a little bit spoiled in that, where I can have, you know, a spawn map or a resource map on one screen, and on the main one just have the game. Here we are. I have no idea. Yeah, that terror bird is up because it looks like it's about to go hit that moral tops over there. And one stone. I'm not quite sure what a jerboa is used for. Like, I'll be honest. I just don't know. I'm pretty sure that they will detect sandstorms when they're about to kind of roll in, so you can kind of prepare for the sandstorms that come up on this map. But other than that, I don't understand how they're useful in gameplay at all. They're kind of on the weaker side of pets, and if you have one, it doesn't actually protect you from the sandstorm itself. From my observation so far, it's just there's a sandstorm, I'm gonna scream. Haven't really seen anything else. I don't see any moral tops around for this little one. And it sure isn't gonna let me tame it. Okay. Let me see if I can go ahead and take it down with this. Watch, now that I'm hitting on it, right, the mother's gonna come out and show me what's what. There's another one. And then is this one tameable? No. No. Doesn't like it. That's okay. No, that's just a trick. Okay. I thought, you know, every time that you see something glowing in the distance, it's a safe bet to assume that it's an alpha. Just easier to assume that. I'm gonna try to steal it. That didn't work at all. Well, it technically kind of worked out because I got away with it. Okay. I just need to put fertilizer here. Oh, where'd that go? I'm pretty sure it's irrigated. Yes, it is in fact irrigated. And we put this out so we can start making more narcotics. I do currently have an issue with spoiled meat, but we get there when we get there. That is something that I think that today's day and age, it doesn't really exist anymore. But my parents still have a landline. And the only people that call on that landline are telemarketers and toll-free numbers. So that does happen in the background quite a bit. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna answer it ever. But good news, it won't ring for that long. What is that noise out there? Oh, here it is. It's a level 31. Okay. I will attempt to tame you. Maybe. I never have too much luck with these things. Oh, yeah, see, it doesn't want it. Oh. I will say, one of the things that I hate the most is seeing an herbivore or another passive straight up running. Especially something as tanky as a camel. Because the camels will actually turn around and try to fight first. And if that doesn't give you pause for the area you're in, I don't know. It's just very telling when something bigger than you is running. Okay. I am gonna go ahead and kill these guys. I don't need a gerbo, to my knowledge. They do give a lot of hide, though. That's for sure. For being such a tiny thing. Where'd the other one go? For resources in this map, I do believe that the plateaus and the mesas have the ore. Like, it's going to be very difficult for me to find anything that isn't at the base of one of these. Yeah, I guess it would be a plateau. I see a little butthead over here. See if I can't get it. Stop hitting that. Fight! We're fighting! You done fighting? Did you get it? Okay, so it doesn't matter who owns the baby, it's gonna fight it no matter what. I do like how easy it is, right? To get. Wow! Vicious little thing! Okay. And what do you want? It wants killing experience. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to go get my bow and arrow. Well, at least arrows. The arrows. Go ahead and stack that. We are going to put this in here. Stack that. And this beast. You can get around the corner side of it. There we go. Minute to take this down. Okay. Apparently that was not enough. I don't need all of these water bugs. I do need that though. Here's to hoping that I can kill that water bug in time for this. Okay, there we go. Poor water bug didn't have a chance. Okay, and now it wants harvest experience. Where did that big old camel die at? I just don't see it. That's okay. I do know that I need cactus for more clay. Please, please, please. Okay. That one's an easy one. Crafting? I can do crafting. I just go back home. I grab... I don't even have to grab anything. Okay, what do you want? I want a kettle. Okay. Where did you go? No, I don't need to see that. Okay. Land, buddy. Okay. He is 37. All right. So that's gonna help us greatly when it comes to defending ourselves, because this little guy is a little spitfire. So if you don't know, you can pick them up and then just place them into a slot, and you can use them as a wizard. Like, they have the common attack, and then depending on what season you get, magic. I'm a wizard! I'm a wizard! And then just to put them away, you just click the button again, and it goes right back on your shoulder. I'm a wizard. And we are gonna feed this little guy. Here, and start making at least the bare minimum of that. Now I do know that now that I have kind of enough protection, I can start going into more dangerous areas, so I can get metal. I did try to get metal using the river, hoping that I can get river stones, but that does not seem like a valid option for me. I get bare minimum, if not next to nothing. Carry this just in case. I did find a saddle for a parasaur, so when I do get a parasaur, I am gonna switch over to the parasaur itself. And then from this plant, I am just gonna grab me a little bit more traps. These are actually very useful in regards of what they are and what they do. And we're gonna go ahead and feed this one right here with some of the fertilizer I took out of the other one. Our Doedicruses are both tamed up. And let's go ahead and do melee damage to protect this a little bit more. What did I get for level up? Yeah. We're probably only going to go up to 300% or 200% when it comes to melee damage. Due to the nature of Scorched Earth, I do want to stack quite a bit into Fortitude, but we are not at our 350 weight yet either. What is this? What are you? you're 45. Okay. Rude. Alright. We're just gonna... Oh, this is not working. Okay. Haha! Okay, and now I'm going to whistle, attack my target, to put it back on. Stop it. Land. Land. Land, you booger. Yeah, there we go. We're just gonna put your weight up. Ooh. So I was working towards the other base, but seeing how there is a drop on the other end, I am gotta make my way over that way. Ooh. Alright. So once more, we have found ourselves a raptor. I don't know how large this raptor is, but I am going to prepare to have to deal with a full pack of 3. We have a little sleeper. She is curled up and passed out. Oh shoot, where was I looking? Alright. So we're just gonna prep. Hello guy. Hello guy. And we are gonna run. Why did none of the traps... For a game that I like so much, I'm actually really bad at it. Like, on a scale of 1 to bad, I'm just bad. Like, I know what I should be doing, and I just don't do it. This Drake to not be distracted. Well, let's play with the other dragons, right? I'm getting So I lost my Drake. My little tiny thing. That's okay. We'll get another one. My bigger concern is my body is 50 meters in front of me, but so are the raptors. And I kinda need... So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get a little bit more of those traps. I'm gonna work on better placement of those traps. That was just bad on my part. You stay there. Everything is checked on target. So don't do that. Okay. Going back to the body. Don't see them. But just because I don't see them doesn't mean they're not there. So I am... There they are. Okay. Okay, so I do have a good amount of them placed. Okay. And we're just gonna... I need all 4 of my shots like that. I can't miss. No! It's quite literally right there. Oh, that's only a level 5? I'm gonna die for a level 5. I need to get out of this heat. The noon heat is getting on me. Okay. Oh, we did it. We made it through protecting against 2 raptors. They are currently passed out. One is a level 5. So we're gonna go ahead and kill the level 5. And then we're gonna go ahead and deal with the rest, or the other one. I just need a little bit more health to get up there. Does having boots increase heat resistance? It does. Okay. And he does not have any fiber. Okay. Maybe that'll be enough to head over and back. Ooh! Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. See, that is a highly aggressive herbivore. That is also a passive tame. I don't need that anywhere near me or my camp. I don't care what level it is. It could be a level 1. A level 1 Giga is still gonna be, you know, a Giga. Shoot. I think that if it doesn't path away anytime soon, I'm gonna have to just give up the 2 raptors that I knocked out. As, like I said, I don't have an answer for that. That's a little bit too big for me. It's kind of pathing away. That one's a level 10. This one's a level 5. I'm gonna kill this one for me. Put it on this one. And then I'm gonna get back on this. Come on, come on, come on. No, I don't need that right now. Come on. And then we're gonna have to head back as quickly as possible because the heat is just draining health over in this direction. Okay. I have a bunch of small creatures at the moment. It's not really supportive of the area. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get my butt kicked if I don't get something bigger. Well, let's be honest. I'm getting my butt kicked now. They're not that much of a force. Put damage on him. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Take this out. Function with that transfer all. Okay, I need that back, this back. That we had some narcoberry? Yeah. Sadly, I don't think a pterodon is actually going to help me on this map. Not comparatively to the other maps. There's not an overly aggressive reason to have a flyer until you go to take down or at least capture the wyverns. I do know that I am going to do a 200% pterodon, as per usual. And at that point, know that at that point that I do have the pterodon, I am able to claim an egg. I don't... Is the trench on the northern part? Or is it on the western part? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to figure that out. before I even, you know, look for a pterodon. Well, no, I can always just use a pterodon to scout. Primitive air conditioning. I mean, it's the same thing as an air conditioning. This primitive set of items isn't actually like Jerboa bones. Okay, well that's... I might get a Jerboa now, just because. Put that in there. Oh, I'm so distracted. Okay, I need metal. There's not gonna be a way around it. I need to go get metal. I do know that I need to head over to the base of one of these canyons to get metal. I don't exactly know which ones have metal around them. I just know that they do have metal around some of them. Was it attacking? Because I need to go take care of it before... No. You don't need to get that raptor. You're done. At least knock it into the wall before it deals with me. A 20? It's better than, you know, what I had before. kind of getting quite a bit of meat. Aha! Don't need that much on you. Especially since the way that I'm going to treat this thing is just going to be protection. So I do need to get rid of most of this weight because I'm not gonna go back. I'm not gonna sit there and go back and forth on needing to get metal and then getting distracted by having too much weight. No. What's that? Why? Why is it like this? I am getting a phone call real quick. One moment. Hi, Mommy, what's up? No. No, not from what I looked at. Well, that's funny because I was up till 12:30 and I went ahead and gave them a midnight bathroom. But I will say that so it's one of those things that I can't spend too much time on. But let me go ahead and put an end to this and then I'll call you back. Less than 5 minutes. Okie dokie? Okay. Alright guys, you heard it from me first. My mother is technically having— ooh, there's another elephant. I don't need that in my life. Those things are rather close. Oh, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. It did see me. Well, good news, it's not really chasing me. But like I said, as you guys heard, I do need to go ahead and bring this stream to a close. We are pretty close to the base, so I'm just gonna hobble my way over there. And I do know that it was, in fact, a short stream today, but I will once again be picking up hopefully later tonight. Turn this plant on. Is it not that kind of plant? Ooh, no, I messed up. It's not that kind of plant. It's not a turret. Anyways, I'm just gonna let that go and deal with what it is. And go ahead and take off for the time being. You guys take care. Have an easy day today. Bye.